This is off
Schade.
target to the left.
Schade.
There anyway. It's no good, and the deficit will stay at 3 scores. You know that
Ja,
they were
das ist
thinking
schade.
second half comeback here. That's a big miss if they want to have a chance at that comeback.
A very big miss because time is becoming a real factor now, and they're 3 scores down.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
On second down, here's Mixon.
Das ist unser Pass.
In his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And this one is incomplete.
Schade, schade, schade.
No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get him off the field with a 3-and-out.
Here's Kevin Huber now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
They lead big, and a major
Ja, ja.
has been how they've taken their play to
Ja,
a whole
eigentlich
new
hatte
level in the
ihn.
second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Prescott to throw it. Throw left side complete. That's Ferguson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
59 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it,
Ja, du hast nur...
and he got there.
Genau. Ja, das habe ich auch zuerst nicht gewusst.
A first down throw for Prescott. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ferguson. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 26. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Aber
Well, those are the
komplett
types of plays they probably
Scheiße.
wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters, and this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where, as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you.
Nein, fang ihn doch!
Who's going to scrap? Who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play? Offense is moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Ich brauche doch nur A-Interception.
Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Bengals are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception. And this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them.
Was?
Trying to keep them
Warum
from
hat...
knocking down the game.
Chase.
They want to show
Den musst du doch festhalten.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete.
Scheiße.
Contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Was?
So they take the flag and the yardage.
Mann, da ist mir die KI eingelaufen. So eine Scheiße. Ah. Jetzt bist du schon wieder da in der Nähe, ey. Fuck.
To throw is Prescott. He finds his man complete. That's Schultz. Nothing on that one.
Gar nichts.
Gotta give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Second and 10. They go back to Elliott.
Ist das ein Lauf? Ich habe jetzt abgesetzt.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offense coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
This offense so far on 3rd down, can you believe it? 0 for 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right
Ja,
there.
ist ja besser, das ist ja besser, aber sonst ist das Fumble gewesen.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration.
Das ist ihr ihm rausgeschlagen.
Not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
4. und 6. Ui. Aha.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Bengals will get the football back. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And We've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They're trying to eat some clock with Mixon. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Oh,
Yeah, so they get that
Collins, das war so ein geiler Lauf.
Oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. After the penalty, it's Mixon. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2 minute one.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain.
Maar een bisschen früh gebraucht,
But
den
it leaves him
Scheiß.
just short for 4th down. Here's Kevin Huber now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. But probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw
Holding.
because one team was clearly better than the other in this
Wie du
one.
mir, so
And
ich
while it
dir.
didn't reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a first and 20.
Angeworfen, Anna. Ja, das ist jetzt egal.
Throwing, Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
50 seconds. Mike, 50 seconds.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Now, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
They had to go for it.
Ja, Hendrickson. So fangt man.
Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This
Zwei
was over a while
Hendrickson,
ago.
2 Sacks, erster Spielzug und letzter Spielzug.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Back to Mixon on second down. 48 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run. That's a positive play for the offense.
And Mixon not going to get there. Running into a wall here, and they'll stop him short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pushed the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Cincinnati, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants.